Welcome back to the Graybeard Podcast. I am the guy with the gray beard. Jim is my name, and over here is Patrick. Say hi to Patrick.
Hey!
Oh, he didn't give himself the applause.
Hi, Patrick.
That's good.
All right,
Yeah,
shut up, everybody.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
And scene.
Scene.
Yeah. This live studio audience we have is unruly sometimes. It's been a minute, man.
Dude, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
I think I missed 2 weeks in a row.
you did.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
Please don't be.
No. I could never be mad at you. You had valid reasons.
Yes, I did.
If you were like, going to go, what happened?
I did the thing.
Did it go out?
I did the.
Did it go out?
There we go.
Oh, the cameras went out. Sorry.
Sorry, everybody.
Are we back?
We're back.
Okay. You had valid reasons. If you were like, bro, I'm going to stay home and like lube this egg up and trying to shove it up my ass without breaking it, like I would probably be like mad. I'd be like, dude, get your ass over here. But no, we had, and I did okay.
Yeah.
I did okay. I know you didn't watch. I'm just going to call you out the whole show.
70 hours a week I work.
I know. I wouldn't watch it either. I don't watch my own show.
I don't like to hear myself talk.
I will scrub through it to try and get clips and stuff, but like something I realized after listening to, I listen to it, but I won't watch it. But I just turn the YouTube on and like close my phone and put it in my pocket and then turn it on in my ear while I'm at work. But something I realized is when I fucking laugh, I wheeze
So
when I
do,
laugh.
yeah.
Sound like fucking I don't know, it's not good.
Old geezer.
I really annoyed my own self with that, but like the dude last week was to me, I thought he was funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like this Jersey like
Okay.
attitude and accent kind of, and he's a hardcore band. He was like a hardcore band, guy. I mean, he doesn't play, but he photographs music. How do you photograph sound? In black and white. But
there you go. Good response.
yeah. So but it was good time. I had a good time, and it was. I don't like doing it, but I did it.
Yeah.
Put it that way. We'll leave it at that. So, with that being said, you're back tonight,
Back,
and
baby. I'm back.
we've missed so much. So,
Dude, did you hear about all the structures they found under all the pyramids now? They found like
are you talking about like those?
this might be conspiracy.
I think we talked about that before.
Well, they did the one. I think it was Giza.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. But anyways,
And they think it's like
I think Khufu, and then there's another one. I think the three that are right next to each other. They found structures that link all to each other, like a network, and they go down like 2 kilometers down.
Really
Yes,
interesting.
1.25 miles down.
Are those the ones that are like columns and?
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
think there's like caverns that connect all of them.
Yeah, and then they think it might have been like a power source or something.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that. I think we
Yeah,
showed
but this is like much bigger. We thought it was just one pyramid.
Can you pull it up?
I know. I know another podcast that goes over it. It's not the famous one that we always talk about.
Yeah.
But
Well, I that kind of shit is like we're jumping right in.
Yeah.
No, I love when they find stuff that they're like, nope, civilization started here. We were hunter-gatherers at this time. And then when they find stuff from that time period that's like definitely advanced civilization was living there and definitely, technology that they weren't supposed to have. My head's so shiny. It's just like it like flies in the face of everything that they've written in the fucking textbooks and all this other shit, and it's just like, bro, you don't have any idea. We don't have any idea what the fuck happened. How we got here? No one knows.
no one knows.
There's books. There's especially a book that everybody clings to. Which is fine. People have to have things to believe in, and I'll never, and I think if it makes people better people for believing in those things, I think, hey, it can't be that fucking bad. But to use it as like a historical landmark or like a historical what the fuck am I thinking about, like written words, whatever. I don't know if we should do that, because I think that there's a lot of stuff that was buried or burned or I don't know, man. Like Graham Hancock,
like forever lost in time.
Graham Hancock kind of ruined my brain when he said that we're a civilization with amnesia, and and how many times have we been decimated? How many times has the human race and everything on the planet been decimated and destroyed and like barely crawled from the ashes and restarted?
Yeah, everything on the surface has been just pulled off like scabs.
Yeah, we
kinda,
have
and then
no
turned
idea
over.
how many times it
Yeah.
has happened.
Yeah.
Zero. I mean, and not only that, but it's like, for people that think that we're like the most advanced civilization, I think that's fucking stupid too.
Me too.
I really do.
I was trying to find something on this.
You were trying to find like the exact video you saw?
Yeah,
You probably won't.
probably not.
You'll never find it when you're actually looking for it.
Yeah,
Goddamn commercials.
dude.
Should I just
YouTube is brutal now. If you
should I
don't
just
have, like, the
pay for
subscription.
like the subscription so we can get rid of the fucking ads?
Maybe.
I don't want to do that, like, ever. I will say this. I know we have said like F you to YouTube a bunch of times because they pulled one of our videos, and I've had to like contest a couple of other ones, but it's like I'm gonna give it to them. We're gonna play by the rules because they're allowing us to do this for free on their space.
True.
Now, do I agree with everything that they're doing and saying, and all the bullshit?
All the made up rules that they fucking
Well,
enforce.
it's like not only that, but it's like the rules we have to abide by,
Yeah.
just so we can have our shit streamed out on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Will we get copyrighted for showing other people's clips on YouTube?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter because
It's on YouTube.
we don't monetize,
True.
so I don't think it will matter.
Yeah. These guys talk about a lot of shit. Sunday Cool, but their podcast name is Ninjas Are Butterflies.
Okay,
But they talk about some cool shit. Here, hold on.
did you find it?
This is one of them.
This is like 2-week-old news now at this point, but we're gonna talk about it.
But it's life changing.
There's new stuff coming out.
Here, turn that mic
constantly
on.
with it.
Lily, this
Oh,
is
yeah, here.
crazy.
I'm ready.
This is the biggest archaeological discovery they've ever had in the pyramids in our modern time ever.
I can't wait.
I thought there's no way
What do
this
you think
is
it is?
real.
I think that they found stuff underneath it.
Underneath it, like what?
Living quarters,
A pool?
a pool.
No.
Okay, they are comedians,
Yeah,
by
the
the
pharaoh
way.
was wearing
Oh,
goggles, too.
great!
They
Yeah.
found a McDonald's. So this.
This
team
was
in
a fucking
Italy,
troll, wasn't it?
Okay, here you go.
Troll me.
archaeologists, scientists, whatever. They had this new type of radar system. Ground penetrating.
LiDAR.
Ground penetrating. Ground penetrating radar.
This is gonna be brutal.
But it's like this very advanced, high-tech, new technology kind of thing, to where it can penetrate very deep down.
He
and it
said
can, like, get in
penetrate.
with like a millimeter of things, like measure stuff.
Hey,
Wow.
it's bigger than a millimeter.
And they discovered
Yeah.
under the
Yeah, we talked
pyramid,
about this.
Okay.
8 tube structures with spiral.
You should have just
flowing
used
But,
ours.
but I thought we had
that go down
4.
648
Like 4 tube structures on the one that we
Excuse
saw.
me?
No, it was exactly that.
And they connect to 2 massive cube chambers.
Yep.
And in total,
Okay.
it goes down.
Yeah, you could have
2
just pulled up our
kilometers
YouTube.
deep.
Ah.
Our episode.
Makes sense that they're all
I can't
freaking-
remember which one it was.
Yeah, I think it was within the last month or two.
I
that
don't
we
remember
talked
which
about
episode
but
it was or who it was with, but
The one that I saw, though, it had a scan of all like 4 pyramids, like right next to each other, and found that they had linked much deeper with each other than what we had previously thought.
yeah.
Almost like the tops of those pyramids were like the tops of big structures.
Oh, I'm sure they were.
Like, and the
We have no idea what's under them. That's what I'm
Dude,
saying. Like,
crazy.
I want to tell you to Google something else, but like, I'm gonna say this first, and I'm gonna sound like a dumbass because I don't know if it's true, but like, I feel like it is. I feel like I heard it or read it somewhere else, but like, if left untouched, the pyramids would be covered up in a matter of like years, in a matter of couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, because like the Sphinx.
Well, the Younger Dryas, though.
What
Like,
about?
You know the Younger Dryas.
Yeah,
right?
I know that.
Yeah,
but
what I'm saying is
I'm
like,
talking about past that.
oh, okay.
I'm talking about past that. Like when they created the Sphinx, and you know, those people either moved from that area or died of disease or whatever, and so the desert used to be like a rainforest, you know, and now it's just desert because it was decimated by something,
Yeah.
you know. But and again, I'm not a fucking geologist or fucking historian at all. This is just me going off of like what I've read. But when they found the Sphinx, it was just the head, and then they started digging and realized there was more to it. But that's what I'm saying. Like out in the desert, if you laid down on the ground in the desert, in a matter of hours, your body would be completely covered in sand.
Yeah.
Because of the
Just the wind and
the wind
yeah.
and sandstorms and you know
Oh, I
name
know.
it.
Yeah.
And that being said, who the
They're
fuck?
talking about 1.25 miles down.
Yeah, who the fuck knows? You know, and because of the Younger Dryas, like the impact theory and how
Yeah.
it pushed all this, all that water being pushed that fast takes with it sand and silt and all
Yeah.
this other stuff that we could it completely change the landscape.
Yeah.
Completely change the entire region. You know, and most likely cover everything.
It's almost the way that I remember them like mapping it out though. It's like everything was a cavern, like everything was carved out of like limestone.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like one big structure. The
Yeah.
whole plateau was one big city,
Yeah.
like carved out.
Yeah.
And so then the
Well,
pyramids were on top.
What is that one place that Graham, or not Graham, but somebody?
Göbekli Tepe.
I think it's
or-
Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Turkey.
yeah, and they
Like-
found that was buried. It was buried intentionally,
Intentionally.
like
yes.
like they had people fill it in with dirt.
Yes.
That's
around
nuts.
around like I want to say.
Uh,
well, no, I want to say it was creation was around 12,000.
I was
like
gonna
around
say,
the Younger
I-
Dryas.
I will refrain from saying any dates because
Yeah.
I don't want. I already sound like a moron.
yeah.
Don't want to sound like more of one, and definitely don't want to.
Yeah.
Not that any scientist or anybody's going to see this.
I want to say they dated Göbekli Tepe back
Yeah.
to 15 to 20,000 years.
could be. Well, you know that's cool that you have that little keyboard in front of
I'm
you
about to
there.
look it up. 11,600 to 11,000 years.
Ah, there's a moth in here. There's always one fucking bug in here. The dangers of doing a podcast in a garage, folks. And we live in Florida. Sorry for the silence. We're reading.
Yeah, we're reading right
well,
now.
read out loud, bitch.
Sorry, Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried, likely for a combination of reasons, including symbolic closures of the site, preservation for future generations, and possibly as a form of ritualistic desanctification. The site's creators may have intentionally buried it after it was no longer needed or used for its original purpose. So, like, probably the Younger Dryas came around, and they had to get underground because it
Yeah.
got so fucking cold, right? And so they lived like fucking cavemen, literally, and then they rose back above, and that was their like
Subterraneans.
yes, and that was their like symbolic thing of like we'll preserve it by just filling it
One
in.
in three. 1 in 3.
Sorry, we'll preserve it by just filling it in and keeping it for generations to come.
It's either that, like a time capsule, or maybe there was something evil there.
And then now you have to own Facebook to have one that big made.
Was that a joke?
I mean, that's for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's building one in Hawaii,
yeah.
So-
Uh-huh.
a huge one. From
What
what I
happened?
hear.
Whatever happened to that? Where was it? Like somewhere in
North Dakota or South
no,
Dakota?
no. This was overseas. They were
Oh.
building that giant long city wall. It was like a wall, but it was all. It was
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I think that's where it is. It's like
Yeah.
a giant mirrored wall, and inside of it is like a fucking city,
So they could fit like close to 1 billion people in it or something like that.
something like that.
Oh,
Like, could you imagine living in that thing though? And like we bitch about having to get from one side of Jacksonville to the other side of Jacksonville, and like, bro,
Yeah.
how do you get from one end to the other? Is there going to be some kind of railway, or like, do you got to walk? Like, that's miles. I mean, we're talking miles, hundreds of miles, I think.
Well, imagine all the metal.
Yeah. And then all it's going to take is like a fucking, I mean, well, you know, Who the fuck? Look, anything could happen at any moment. It could be a tsunami. It could be a fucking meteor that creates a tsunami. Who the fuck knows? But I wouldn't want to be in that city in some kind of natural disaster, an earthquake, anything. It just scares the shit out of me.
Oh, fuck you, Bloomberg.
While he's looking that up, guys, if you're new to this podcast, I want to say, first of all, thanks for joining us. And sorry that we didn't, we just kind of jumped right in. But this podcast is normally a podcast where I highlight either businesses or people doing cool shit. I love to meet new people. I usually have a guest on, but sometimes we do just do these little podcasts where Patrick and I just sit down and shoot the shit for a couple hours. Because it's therapeutic, damn it. And sometimes it's entertaining. To me, not to everybody. Some people don't want to see this ugly mug, ramble on about fucking whatever the hell it is that we're talking about. But it used to be a photography like tips and tricks podcast where I would like teach you what the things that I learned and like audio stuff and how to connect this with this and how to edit and how to do this edit or whatever. Whatever it was, I can't even remember, but like the first 50 on the audio format is just me talking, and then I just set this podcast space up in my garage and started having people come in and interviewing them. And then I started I rebranded to this Graybeard podcast. I don't have my shirt on right now. Thought I had it on. I had it on earlier. But I wanted to talk to other people and about different things, not just photographers or, whatever. But now I talk to anybody that'll let me, anyone that'll come in and let me ask them questions and anyone, just whatever, interview them. But I also realized very quickly that I don't want it to be just an interview show. I want to be able to just have a fucking conversation with people, because people get real uptight during an interview, but when it's just a conversation between two people, eventually they start to kind of loosen up a little bit and it gets comfortable and fun. And we talk about their thing, whatever that thing may be. We have a great time. I learn about them. They learn about me. And then sometimes we talk about aliens and shit. Just, it happens. Whatever comes up, I don't know much because I don't pay much attention to those things, but like it does happen. And, but yeah, so at any rate, thank you guys for tuning in and listening and watching. And I really do appreciate it. If you could do me a favor and go to, my Instagram and give me a follow over there. And, if you see some of the clips that we have on there, share them things out, man. It's cool. It's okay to do. No one's going to say, who the fuck do you think you are? Or whatever. I don't know what they would say, why they would say that, but we appreciate it. So anyways, thank you so much. And hit the subscribe button and then the little bell. And that way, whenever we do go live or I upload anything, because sometimes I upload like unboxings or whatever, or comparisons to microphones or stuff. I still do create content like that. But once I upload or we go live, you'll get like a notification from us if you have your notifications turned on for YouTube. And then you can just click it and just come and watch us and listen and join in. You can comment. We go live every Saturday on YouTube, right around the same time. Sometimes it's a little later, sometimes it's a little earlier. It just depends on our guest and what we've got going on during the day. But I just thought I would throw that out there, and now we'll return because I think he's got something pulled up now. So yes, Patrick.
Yeah, so it was called The Line.
Oh yeah,
it was a city that they were planning building 500 meters tall by 110 miles long, and and I think the width of 200 meters. So they plan on stuffing
200 meters. Oh, 660 feet.
Yeah, they plan on stuffing 9 million people in that thing. 25% of Saudi Arabia's population. The plan was announced in 2021. Saudi Arabia stated that it aimed to complete 5 kilometers central segment by 2030, which is only 3.1 miles.
But what was the point of this?
Basically, they were planning on giving I want to say 500,000 jobs, or 800,000. Hold on, the proposal.
That's an interesting noise.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Anyways, the budgeting. So the U.S. gave them $50 billion.
What?
Yeah, after U.S. 50 billion.
Why?
Oh wait, no, never mind. Billion had been spent. Never mind. We did not give them any money. They had spent 50 billion U.S. dollars.
Okay, that makes
The
more
project
sense.
was reported to be facing problems of large cost increases, many delays, and possible lack of critical mass of inhabitants needed to make the city a modern business hub. So they're trying to create one of those 15-minute cities because right here,
15-minute cities.
yes.
What is that?
It's these cities like it's a new conspiracy. Like the reason they burnt Maui and the reason they're burning all these other places like L.A. is so they can make autonomous cities to where you kind of like in a small area. You don't even need to leave the confines of that area. It's an Orwellian thing that these people have a conspiracy about. But even in here, it says somewhere in the proposal. The plan in the city to be powered entirely by renewable energy. It will consist of 3 layers: one on the surface for pedestrians, one underground for infrastructure, and another underground for transportation. Artificial intelligence will monitor the city and use predictive data models to find ways to improve daily life for its citizens, with residents being paid for submitting data to the line. That's very weird. With the residents being paid for submitting data to the line.
That's weird. To the line. Submitting data to the line.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't get it either. What kind of data? The estimated building cost 100 to 200 billion, with some estimated as high as 1 trillion. It is claimed by the Saudi government that it will create 460,000 jobs, spur economic diversification, and contribute 180 billion or 48 billion annually domestic GDP by 2030.
Huh.
So, yeah.
So we got about 5 more years to see what that happens. What's happening with that?
Yeah.
Is it like up and running?
I think they did like a couple miles of it so far.
Oh. Wonder if there's any people inhabiting it.
Yeah, somewhere in here it said the goal was to be aimed that everything that you needed was within a 5-mile walk. Or I mean a 5-minute walk, excuse me. So 5-minute walk. So much like these 15-minute cities that people are talking about. I don't like the idea of people living on top of each other. I mean, they've done studies with rats, you know, and they did I forget the name of it, but basically they had all these rats together and they put them on top of each other, like kind of like a city environment, and they all became depressed and addicted to substances, even like sugar and just unhealthy foods. And, stop really procreating. And for rats to stop procreating, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like they just, fucking like rats. You've heard that expression?
Well, I've heard fucking like rabbits.
Yeah, but rats too, man. They fucking have so many babies every year.
Which could lead us to another rabbit hole.
But yeah, the line.
The line. Where are we?
Do you think it would be smarter to build something above ground or underground?
I
That
don't
big.
know. I think about that a lot.
That big, you know what I mean?
I think about that a lot, and I'm like, what would it look like? I mean, is it better? Like people build their bunkers, like they're like
9 million people in one area.
yeah, it's a lot of people. It's like what is that?
Vulnerability.
What is that show where they have the underground bunkers and they're all different?
Oh, Fallout.
Fallout, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. It's like I wonder because I mean, unless you build it like earthquake proof, but can you build it earthquake proof? Because like I felt like something like that happens. You get an earthquake and then a flood happens.
Yeah.
You're gonna drown.
Well, but the Giza Plateau would be perfect for that though, because it's up high. It's one big piece
It's above.
of like stone. It's all one big piece.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The whole thing is, I don't know. This is what is problematic for me, and I'm like thinking about people that are preppers, like people that like prep and they have bunkers and like bug out bunkers or whatever the fuck you call them, doomsday bunkers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is it? I mean, what? Well, okay, for like a zombie apocalypse, cool, that'll work. You can
Okay.
hide from those fucks,
Yeah.
and you might live for a little while longer.
Alien invasion? No.
Maybe that too, but like a natural disaster could fuck your shit up.
Oh yeah.
You could get buried under there. You could get, because you got to have ventilation. You know,
Yeah.
if a fucking earthquake happens or again flooding happens, it's
Just die in your own breath.
you're just you're in your
Yeah.
tomb. You know, you just die there.
Yeah.
You'll either
Jeez.
drown or fucking get buried there. I mean, who the fuck knows? But it's not. None of it's good. If
None
that
of it.
shit happens, I don't want to be. I've said this before. If the fucking shit hits the fan, I don't want to be alive.
Yeah.
I want to just go out with the initial thing and then just not have to worry about it. I mean, I hate to say that, but like, you know, because I have family and I love them.
Come
but
find me.
nah, I mean, we're all gonna go together,
get through
bro.
this together.
Nah, we're all gonna die. Everyone's gonna go.
I know.
I hate to be bleak.
I'm gonna go down and fight.
How do you fight natural shit?
I don't know, with a gun. I don't know. Just grab your gun and your food and just
Annie, grab your guns.
try to fucking find a way.
I don't know. I mean, it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
In theory, all the things that you could be doing to save your family, and you know, you're the hero and shit. But this ain't a movie. You know, like the Earth.
The moment it happens, you wish it goes right back to normal.
Mother Nature doesn't give a
Yeah.
fuck about
Yeah.
how you think it should go
Yep.
at all.
Yep.
And when the Anunnaki come back from
Did you-
from Nibiru,
Did you hear about the ship they're saying that's going to be here in November?
no,
Didn't hear about that?
no.
Evidently, there's a ship that's going to be here. A big, like, mothership? I don't know. That's what some scientists said. What was it? He's been on...
Is this a flat earther?
No, he was on Rogan.
No. Well, just because he's on there, I don't believe
Well,
him.
he might be a flat earther in that case, but...
Well, I don't know. I don't believe
That's a no.
everything I see all the time. I don't believe everything I hear all the time. I don't think it's healthy to. First of all,
I'm just bringing up all these conspiracies.
yeah, it's okay. First of all, there's too many podcasts and independent media like us. And if there's a lot of people like us, we don't know shit. So, you know, do all the research you want. But, I mean, nobody really fucking knows, man. Nobody knows. This
This shit is so funny.
Mother Earth has told me that no one knows. She's given me a pill to take so that I can understand her. And, you know, I've communed with Mother Nature.
Yes.
And no one knows. No one knows what the fuck's out there. No one knows what the fuck's going to happen. There's no contingency plans for certain things. Do I think that there are certain things that we can for human stuff? Yeah, we can make some contingency plans, but some of that, not even. I honestly don't think we're going to be around long enough for another, you know, like Younger Dryas to happen. I think we're going to X ourselves off the fucking map.
Mm-hmm.
And I say us, I mean human race.
Mm.
We've been given powerful weapons that we don't even know. People don't understand that, like, in America, and this is all hypothetical, YouTube. This is just my stupid brain thinking, and I don't know what is what. But this is just this is what, in my opinion, but we put so much power into one person's hand. And right now, we have a game show host as a fucking president with his finger, thank you, on the button that could just end mankind altogether. And on this side of the planet, okay? And on the other side of the planet, there is a
handful of other nations.
a crazed, you know, a dictatorship that's crazed, and like, I hear he's not doing so well health-wise. And what does a dying, you know, pick the animal do when they're not doing so hot and they know that they're on their way out?
They usually squeal.
Well, they take a lot of other motherfuckers out with them, you know, and that's what I'm getting at, you know, and it's just like, that dude, if he's dying, he not worried about what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
That's what scares me the most. Sorry, ladies, I'm trying to take this label off. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that is a very scary thing. No, this headline about the alien ship, though, it says exact date alien
Wants to go back
probe
to aliens.
is set to arrive at Earth as chilling warning is issued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the chilling warning from?
Avi Loeb.
Who's the chilling warning from? I thought those people what were those people that wore the Reeboks and took the Kool-Aid? I thought they all died.
Professor Avi Loeb, who is well known for pushing bold and often polarizing theories about extraterrestrial life, has been tracking the object named 3I Atlas since it was first spotted July 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah. The object is an
be
alien
carrying
craft,
over.
Loeb warned.
Is he related to Lisa?
I don't know.
Lisa Loeb?
I don't know.
She's a singer turned actress.
Huh.
That's interesting. I mean, it's interesting to think about, but like, really?
October, a time he ominously suggests could be
This
used
year?
to prepare the attack.
This year?
It's gonna pass around the sun towards us in October, I think he says.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I'll be
November
on,
of this year.
I think
it'll
I'll be on vacation in October.
So you might be able to. You might be off for the alien invasion.
I mean, how cool would that be?
wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Referring to the object as a mothership.
It's a comedy place?
I don't know.
Because that's what Joe called his comedy place,
Right?
the mothership.
Yeah.
No, that's a little far
This might be a
fetched.
simulation.
It's a little
we're
far fetched
living in
for
now.
Jim. I have a hard time. I don't think that there's not aliens out there, but I just feel like, bitch, they've been here. Like
Yeah.
we're not. They're
I have a serious question.
okay. We'll see.
Actually, I have two serious
we
questions.
will see.
I have two serious questions.
Okay, hit me.
What do you think is more detrimental for the humans? AI, aliens, or nuclear weapons?
Nuclear.
Okay. Now,
Straight up.
second serious question. If the aliens were to land here, do you think they would land at Joe Rogan's place first?
No, I don't.
No?
No, and I don't think that they would take me to your leader. I don't think they'd do that either.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what they would do.
Honestly, what would you do if you had the ability to go to a different planet where we found that there was life on, and, would you just roll up and be like, what up, motherfuckers? Because you have no idea what their technology is.
I would do an act that would not hurt anybody, but that would let them know that I was there.
Would you do reconnaissance first?
Oh, 100%.
So I think that's what they've been doing for.
I would shut down their grid
Okay.
immediately upon arrival.
Really? You would? That's an act of like.
I would shut
war.
them down, and then I would show them who I am.
Okay. So me, I would just.
And then I would light everything back up. and
I would just observe them
Yeah.
from the sky, and or somewhere that I can't be detected, and just watch them, and I can tell you this right now: if I was an alien, and I was sitting out I parked my fucking,
Alien whip. your
yeah,
UFO.
my 1985 Chevy Tahoe, or spaceship, out in the cosmos, and I'm like beaming down this fucking. I'm like looking, I'm watching. I would not come here. I would think this is a race of savages.
Yeah.
I would think they're gonna kill me immediately because I look different than them.
So you would only go there if you were looking to enslave them and harvest their souls?
No, mm-mm.
Oh.
No, and I don't think that's. I don't think that's. I personally don't think that aliens. That's what they would do.
Yeah.
I mean, unless who the fuck knows?
Unless
Unless
we
who
had a
knows?
resource they needed. I don't know.
Unless we have a resource, which is pretty much, like why everybody came here to America,
Yeah,
to this
true.
land. They were looking for a fertile land with resources and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and they found it here. Jackpot. And what happened when we got here?
We turned it into Jack's Beach.
Nope. No, the natives fucking died of diseases that they had no idea we had.
True.
I say we. I was not a colonizer, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't alive, just so you know. I'm only 48. So, but
How dare you, Jim?
I know. How dare you?
Colonizer.
It's in my genes.
How dare you talk about
Have you
this?
seen that? Have you seen that? It's what is it? Abercrombie and Fitch. The commercial or the ad
think
that
I
they have
heard
with
about
Sydney
it.
Sweeney. She's like laying down, and you barely see her jeans. You just see like the curve of her butt, but her tits are popped out. And the ad says Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. And people are like up in fucking arms about it. They're like, "That's racist. That's what do they say? Neo-Nazism or something?" And I'm just like, I mean, it's a dumb ad, but like, get over yourself.
Yeah. Jesus.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
you're ugly and get over it.
right. Just because you can't fit in their jeans.
Right.
Maybe I'm being naive. Maybe they are a bunch of neo-Nazis. I don't trust none of those fucks.
Fuck corporate.
Yeah,
Like corporate America, fuck any corporatization conglomerate. They don't have anybody's best interest but their own profits. It's bottom line. It's foreseeing. It's so ugly. It's shown its head ugly like everywhere with all these advertising, and I'm not gonna advertise for your channel because you believe in this and that and yada yada yada, and ideal wars and thought police, and no, it's just ugly. It's money is entangled with politics and ideas, and it's just unhealthy for society.
Very.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Yes, and at some point it's going to eat itself. It has to.
Yeah. Well, the snake always eats its tail, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. It's just,
I want to. I'm going to switch gears.
let's switch it.
I want to give a shout out. First of all, let me preface with, I had a run of really fucked up luck this week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go into that. I'm going to tell the same story that I told you when you got here, but like, yeah. So if you guys think you have bad luck, I'm about to just put that aside for you. So Monday, I drove to work, parked my car, did my thing, got back to my place of work, and got into my car to leave. No power, zero power. And I'm not a mechanic, in case you guys didn't know. I can turn a wrench if I know the problem and, YouTube. But I need somebody to kind of diagnose that shit for me. But, like, I didn't have a stitch of power. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm thinking it's my battery was dead or something. So I had a buddy of mine drive me, and I got a battery, threw it in there. No power. Still nothing. And I tried tightening the terminal, and the terminal snapped. So luckily where I work, we have a mechanic. I went over there and I said, hey, man, you see this piece of shit? It was a little aluminum fucking piece of shit terminal. And I'm like, you got something? He pulls out this fucking steel, thick-ass fucking terminal. He's like, think that'll work? I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that'll get it. So he comes over and then helped me put that on, and we slapped that bitch on. Still nothing. He's like, bro, I think you got like a short in your wiring somewhere or whatever. We found I don't want to go into the whole thing. Basically, it ended up being the fuse blew because the starter was a piece of shit.
It shorted out. Yeah.
It shorted out.
Shorting out the fuse.
So I had to get a new fuse. I had to get a new starter. I put that shit on in the fucking 100-degree weather underneath my car in the full blaze of the sun. And, asphalt is hot here in Florida. But so my back is a little road rashy. But I got it done. I didn't know if I'd be able to, but I got it done. Cranked the car. It worked just fine. Thank God. I saved myself, who knows, countless hundreds of dollars.
$1,000.
Maybe $1,000.
Yeah.
But so there's that. And I thought about getting on like this is how stupid I am. I thought about getting on like a social media, like an Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, and be like, if you think you can't do it, you tell yourself to shut the fuck up and do it anyways. But like I didn't do that because I realized that's fucking dumb, and I can't stand people that do
you
shit
should be
like
doing that anyways.
Right. But it made me think about like. I used to be a lot more self-sufficient than I am right now. I have let myself go in those departments. Like I used to do all my own maintenance on my vehicles. I used to cut my own grass. I used to do everything myself. And I got away from that because I was like, I don't have time. And I really don't. But when you're fucking hurting and you got no ride, like you got to just do what you got to do.
Did you tell them about the motorcycle?
Oh,
party?
well, so I knew it was the guy told me it's probably your starter, blah, blah, blah. So that day I come home, Alana came and picked me up. When I got home, I was like, hey, babe, I'm going to jump on the bike. I'm going to run down to AutoZone and I'm going to grab the parts I need. She's like, all right, babe, I'll see you in a little bit. I cranked the bike. I let it warm up. I'm getting my gear, on. And when we pulled in, I noticed that I was like, my tire's a little low. I need to just fill that up with air. You can see where this is going. Yeah. So I get on it and I didn't even make it off the driveway yet. And I just felt it going, thump, thump, and I'm like, what the fuck? No, Please no. I get off the bike and there is a screw this fucking long in the tire, like going through the fucking tread. It's like weaved in and out. It looked like somebody drilled it into my tire, which I wouldn't put it past. Maybe some of my. Is that rain?
That's rain.
Yeah, it's raining, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't put it past some of my neighbors because, you know, I may wake them up at 3 o'clock in the morning when I go to work. But anyways, yeah, both of my vehicles were downed. But needless to say, I kept a cool head. And reluctantly, I don't have money like sitting around like some people do. I'm not rich by any stretch of the means. I can't even afford to like save money. And that's not something that I should probably be saying like on the internet, but it truth over harmony. Okay. I don't have like a savings. So I dipped into my 401k yet again and pulled out the max that they would allow me to pull out. So I was like, but then by Wednesday I had fixed my truck and I was like, I got this money left over. I could either put it back, you know, or I could put it into my vehicles or something. You know, I thought about buying some more camera gear. I didn't do that. So I put it into my vehicles. You know, I got the truck new tires and I put a new tire on the bike. And but I want to shout. I want to shout out two places that did the work, and they don't know I'm going to do this, and I don't have to do this. I'm not sponsored by them, but I will say, like, I stopped on Wednesday after I got the truck running to there's a place here by us. I don't know if they're nationally or just locally, but like it's a place called Mavis Tire and Brakes, I believe, and they do a lot of other things besides just tires and brakes. And but I went there just for some tires because I needed some. I had my spare on my truck for like 6 months because I'm lazy and a loser. Also money. But so they were putting and they told me, they're like, we do a full inspection of your vehicle from front to back and we'll give you a workup of everything that we see. So I was like, there was a part of me that was like, they're just trying to get more money out of me. But I know that they weren't, because they weren't there. There have been places that were like that, and they're like, we can't in good conscience let you leave with all these things wrong with your car.
Make it a big deal.
Yeah, they make it a big deal, and then it's like, it makes you, if you're dumb. I'm not going to say what I was going to say next. Dumb is the wrong word.
You're naive.
If you're naive or a woman.
Yeah, they'll definitely take
which is kind of the same thing. And that's no shade to women. I'm not saying that, but you don't know a lot of things about cars.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a gearhead. Some women do. Not a blanket statement. I'm trying to get myself, I'm backpedaling here. I'm digging myself out of the trench that I just dug myself. Okay, anyways. So they gave me the workup and they said, look, here's the list. You don't have to get the work done. Do whatever you want. You know, do it yourself, whatever. Which some of the work I might be able to do myself. Mm-hmm. But I had no idea. I knew there were certain things that were wrong, and I had some of them fixed that day. I was like, do this, this, and this. And they did it all, and it was like, no problem. Had me in and out. It was dope. They were super nice. And now I do want to tell a story. Remember, I'll go back to it. Mavis, blown off finger. Remember that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's wicked. It gets woo. That's a nutty story, and I just happened to be there for that. But another place that I want to shout out is a place that I came upon on accident. I was actually going to one website, and I thought I was on their website on the Google search, and I clicked they had their phone number. I clicked the call now button, and I called them looking for a bike tire. It was a bike place, and they were like, ride now. And I was like, this is not the place I was trying to get a hold of. I was trying to get a hold of Premier Motorsports. And they're like, yeah, we get that a lot. And I was like, well, Google's on your side, baby, because they fucking sent me right to your fucking page, I guess. But I ended up scheduling the work with them, and they got it done. And I mean, and they're telling me, they're like, if you were going to make an appointment, it's like, 2 weeks in advance. So I was like, fuck, I don't want to wait 2 weeks because I'm not patient. Mm-hmm. So they were like, well, just do a walk-in. And I'm like, well, okay. So I just rolled up there this morning. Shout out to my friend Winfield. He brought his covered bike trailer over here today. It was super fancy and nice. It was like, I might have to, we'll talk about, maybe we should invest in something like that, but together. I don't have a brother. He's got a brother. They both got in together and bought this thing and had it
Stealing
decked
bikes
out.
now? Or?
No, they go riding a lot in like the mountains and stuff,
Oh,
and they'll
okay.
trailer their bikes there. But
Nice.
yeah, Winfield, thank you. But Ride Now is an awesome place. So I got there at 9 when they opened, and like I don't know, there's so many salespeople there, and at 9 o'clock, there wasn't a lot of customers, so they're all kind of like just sitting around with their thumbs in their ass, but they're like they're salesmen, and they're in that mode. So I'm outside just hitting my vape, and I'm just waiting. I'm just like, I'm here to wait. They're working on my tire. I'm just waiting, and
Hey man, you want to trade that thing in?
dude, in a matter of like 2 hours, I almost met every salesman that was there, because one would come and sit down next to me and get my lowdown. Hey, what are you here for? Oh, you like that bike? Are you looking to upgrade or whatever? And yeah, maybe. And but they were cool. They weren't pressury or anything like that. They were just literally, it was like just hanging out and just talking. And I like talking about bikes too. I don't know a lot about them. I'm not a fucking gearhead. I just like riding them, and I have respect and love for anything on two wheels. But and the other people that do as well. But it's a really cool place if you're in the market for a new bike. It's like a fucking super center in there. I took a small video.
yeah, I
it's on
saw
my
that.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And that was only like a quarter of their showroom. And then outside, there's even more. And then they have a fucking warehouse in the back that's just full of bikes. I'm like,
Wow.
what the fuck? And they sell like ATVs, side-by-sides, Sea-Doos, boats, and they do...
No shit.
Yeah, and they do maintenance on every...
Where are they located at?
Blanding Boulevard.
Wow.
Yeah, don't ask me the actual address.
Okay. With Blanding. Is it north of 295 or south of 295?
Hold up, please. I'll tell you.
I want to get a boat.
Let's see.
Man, I need a boat.
You want a boat?
Eventually.
Hmm.
I want a bigger house, though, before I get a boat.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
I'm going to need a bigger house.
So there's a bunch of them. They're like a national company. So they're
Okay.
all over the place. There's one on Blanding. There's one on Beach.
Interesting.
But yeah, it is. I'm going to give you the exact address here. Maybe. Oh, 6407 Blanding Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida. So yeah,
Okay.
they're closed right now. But cool people, all nice people. One of the salesmen was like, I was talking to about maybe getting on something a little sportier. Like a little sport bike or something, a hyper naked bike, whatever. I know you don't know what that means, and I didn't until a couple months ago. But anyways, he had a brand new bike that he just bought. It's fuck if I remember what it was. Nice bike. And he goes, "Come on, man, it's my bike. You can come sit on it." And he let me come and sit on his bike, and he's like, "I got this other bike I want to show you." And he took me way in the back in the warehouse, let me sit on that bike, and I was like, cool. And he was like going over all the specs and this and that, and we were talking for a while. So it's just really cool people. Sorry, I can't remember all of your names. I'm old as fuck, so like I can't remember shit. I should have got a card and written down all your names. That's usually how I remember things. But to all the people there at Ride Now, thank you very much. Which is funny because I like maybe a week ago, I found it popped up on my TikTok. There was this guy named Akama on Akama at Ride Now Sports on TikTok, and I think I followed him, or he followed me. I don't remember, but I liked one of his videos, and then like he liked a couple of mine, and then he followed me. I followed him back, and I was like, maybe it's a podcast guest or something. But there was a couple people that were interested in the podcast, so maybe we can get like a couple of different episodes out of it.
Nice.
It'll be a fun one for you. Maybe we'll get you on a bike.
I'll ride on the back of one.
Yeah. Anyways, had a great time. Great experience. If you need any work done, that's the place to go. I've only been outside of that to one other place, and I can't remember their name, and they overcharged me for tires. So this place was very reasonable. If you buy the tires from them, I think and I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think that the labor's free.
Did you get a road hazard warranty on it?
They don't really do that with bike tires.
Gotcha.
Is that you need to answer that?
No, it's okay. It's
You
just
sure?
work. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's work. Don't let him get mad at you.
No, I'm off.
Nah.
It's the on-call guy.
Okay. Yeah, he's calling to cuss you out because you just got him work.
I know. It's probably what the fuck, man.
So blown off finger.
Oh yeah.
So there was this guy. I'm in there at the Mavis place, and I was chilling, talking to the guy behind the counter, and this big old tall dude comes walking in, and he's got his hand is like, it's just all bandaged up in weird places, and and I kind of got a glimpse of like one of these, and I'm like, I'm squeamish. I don't like to see blood or like weird flesh. I don't know how else to describe it, but it was all swollen. His finger might have been this size normally, but it was like 4 of these. And so it was swollen.
It had just happened?
On the 4th of July. I said, "You're that one. You're the one. You're the one guy that got his finger blown off on the 4th of July." And he's right. And I was right. That's when he lost his finger. But he took a homemade firework that somebody gave him, and that's how he lost his finger. Yeah. And what they did, I don't know, I guess it just shredded his fucking finger. So he lost the bone and everything, but the skin, I guess, was just like, and they just like kind of, and then they just kind of peeled it and flipped it over and then sewed it to itself. And you could see the flap. And I was like, you know, I can't deal with stuff like that. I just can't. I'm squeamish. I don't do well. But, and he's just talking and waving it around in my face. And kids, don't take, you know, fucking fireworks, homemade fireworks from anyone. And definitely don't light them on fire.
Didn't you say that guy his career was ending now because of it?
No.
The proctology?
No, well, you know, he's got to give you half off because he can only get halfway in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're like,
yeah. No, it was, so that was a weird thing, but that happened. But it's been an interesting time, you know, like I've been trying to do as much as I can with this. And, I did, you know, I posted some shit on my, I finally posted some photos on my photography page. I haven't done in like over a year. Our friend Jay, he had a backpack drive out there, and you know, in the hood is what people would refer to it as. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's just a neighborhood, guys. Do bad things kind of happen out there? You know, occasionally. Yep, it sure does. Bad things happen in every neighborhood occasionally. I guarantee you there's not one neighborhood that something bad doesn't happen in. You know, either somebody cat dies, or, you know, it might not be a something is, you know, like a person losing their life, but bad shit happens everywhere all the time. So I think that there's a real problem with the way people have this misconceived notion, or, you know, about
illusion,
like an illusion about what it's like there,
Yeah.
and what, you know, and so did I did too. I have no reason to be in that area. I have no business in that area of Jacksonville. However, I was invited to go to this backpack drive, and I came. I went there, and I brought all my camera, and I filmed, and I shot photos. And I'm gonna tell you, what I saw there that day was people that loved their children. There were kids that were excited about getting a new backpack for school, and it wasn't just backpacks. And, you know, Jay and probably like 5 or 6 of the young men that he mentors, they stayed up all night loading each and every one of those backpacks with school supplies, like paper, pens, crayons, pencils, whatever they needed. They were loading them all night long, and then they got up early, and you know, set up tents, got a U-Haul, loaded everything in the U-Haul, brought it to the spot, set up their tents, set up tables, got water. And I will say this, there were some donations, okay, but the majority of the things that were given away, and like the water that they had out there and the Gatorades that they had out there, that they didn't charge anybody for any of that stuff. He had
Yeah.
Kona ice out there, giving away shaved
Nice.
ice to kids, and and all the stuff he pays for this. He works like 3 jobs
Oh wow.
so that he can, and everything that he has, he gives it away
Wow.
to these kids, and I applaud him. I'm in awe of him, and I support him totally. And every day that I see that Joker, I always, you good? Everything good? How's the business? I mean, and I call it a business because it's a foundation, and I want him to succeed. I want him to be successful in a way that's monetary, that is that's viable for him to one day quit his job so that he can focus on this,
Yeah.
his passion,
It can support
100% of
him
the time.
simultaneously while
Yeah.
supporting others.
Right. And
Yeah.
so that he doesn't have, and I know that when he doesn't have to work as hard over here, he's going to put all his efforts and time into that. And I think he's going to be able to do great things for a lot of people. But there were so many people out there, I got hugged and handshaked and, you name it. It's just a lot of love out there. It's just a community of people that are, for better or lack of a better term, disenfranchised. Nobody really wants to put businesses in the area because of all the shit that goes down out there. And so there's not a lot of opportunity for those people out in that area.
Yeah, it's almost like a forgotten part of the
Kind of.
area, city. You know what
Basically.
I mean? So,
And then when people think of it, they think of only negative things. But man, I have to tell you, there's a lot of beautiful people out there.
yeah.
And that's one thing to remember always, is no matter what, humans are humans, and there's going to be shitheads in every single group, but it's not the majority.
Yeah.
The majority of people are really good people. Not every single, I don't know. It's just like when you start thinking about like cops, not all cops are bad. Are there a few fucked up people out there? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course there are. And those are the ones that only ever get fucking shown on video. They don't show the good interactions. It's very rare but that's also because I think that humans, we have a propensity to like focus on negative things, and that's what gets the clicks. That's what gets the likes, and that's what gets the shares. People want that negative, bullshit.
Yeah. It's like they need to have conflict somewhere
Right.
because they don't have enough fulfillment in their life. They have to distract themselves with other energy and somebody else's energy.
It's almost like it's more entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know. But at any rate, I love Jay. Jay, keep doing what you're doing. But I took a lot of photos. I did, like I said, some video. He posted the video, and it was a quick edit that I made. I literally just cut everything together and slapped some music on it and sent it to him. And he thought it was the fucking bee's knees, so he posted it.
Nice.
I haven't posted it because I'm gonna cut it and edit it a little differently. But the photos I think came out great. I haven't shot like that in so long, and for the time of day that we were at, it was really hard because it was like sun was beat, and it was
Very bright.
hot as fuck outside. So hot, and like so much so that just taking photos, my camera overheated. Like normally it'll only do that if I'm shooting video a lot, but it was just hot, and he did that at it's a place called Cleveland Arms, I believe. And I think, God, where was it? Moncrief? I can't remember, but Cleveland Arms, it was the complex, I believe.
Okay.
And then he did another one down the street. So he did 2 backpack drives, and I could only hang for the first one. I was like, dude, I'm done, bro. I'm cooked. This goose is cooked. And, he was appreciative. And like I said, shout out to all the guys, the mentees, and all the people that live out there. I love you guys, and I wish you all the best. So make sure you're supporting your man Jay out there. He's doing his best to help. And I don't think a lot of those people even understand that like a lot of that shit comes out of his pocket. He's literally working so much so that he can give everything back. Because you listened, you were here. He grew up poor. He didn't have shit. They were like sleeping outside,
Eating off of dirt.
Dad was in prison, mom was whatever, but it was just like, yeah. So when you grow up that way and you don't have anything, when you start getting something and It's easy to say, I've got stuff now.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. But he instead goes, I have too much.
Yeah.
I need to give this away. And it's a really heartwarming story, and whatever.
There's not enough of that in the world.
Yeah, and I'm not here to profit off of his, work, because I'm not profiting anyways. Like, what do I get? I just really believe in the guy,
Yeah.
and I love him, and I think he's doing great things, and I really hope that he helps a lot more people. So if you're interested in helping a brother out, maybe sponsoring him or seeing if you can donate anything, it's on Instagram. You can find him there. It's at @JFoundation_. Simple as that. And, go follow him if nothing else, and watch all his videos and share them out. That's huge in the world of social media. But if you're a big business or somebody who's interested in being a philanthropist or what have you, and you've got the money and time you want to donate, they need things. He needs a bus or a van or something so that he can ship these kids to a rec center or something of that nature. He takes them all, he works them out. Dude, I've watched their workouts. They're he works them kids until they are just dead on their feet.
Yeah, I seen a couple of videos that when we were pulling up on the podcast, out there with weight training and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's good. Takes a village.
It is, and it does. And sometimes it takes one person to kind of lead the charge, which is kind of leads me into what we were talking about earlier, But we were talking about jobs, and we won't get into specific jobs or anything like that, and we're not going to talk. But if you're a leader at a company, if you're in management, we'll just say that. I hate the term manager. I mean, because honestly, people respond better to leaders, and a real leader, not someone who just calls themselves that, but someone who walks the talk. But if you're a fucking leader, and you're not leading by example, you're not rewarding those that do well and that are performing better than those that aren't, you're fucking up. I see it every day in my company. I see it, other people that I talk to, I see it in their companies. It's just for some reason, it's easier to
do as I say, not as I do.
Well, not even that, but it's easier to promote the people that don't do as much, the underperforming people, the people that are lazy, the people that are quiet and they just don't do anything.
Yeah.
Instead, they should be getting reprimanded. They should be, and I don't mean spanked and, let's.
Who's that? Einstein said if I wanted a job done the fastest, I would give it to the laziest person in the room.
Yeah. Is that what?
Because they would just shortcut and find the easiest way to do it, or
maybe. But I think he's thinking of somebody that's smart.
True.
Because work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
But I just think that in this day and age, there's too many, especially these big corporate jobs like we were talking about. These big corporate jobs, these big corporate companies, they've got these people way up at the top that are making billions of dollars. Okay. And then there's people way down that are barely making ends meet. And they're the rubber, where the rubber meets the road. They are the road. They are, without them, you at the top will not be able to sustain yourself.
Yeah.
And, so I just wish there was a little bit more humbleness and understanding of the fact I'm not asking for roles to be reversed. I'm not asking to make the money that they're making for doing what I'm doing. I get that I'm a worker, and that there's workers in the world. But I also think you need to treat your people right.
Yeah, lack of consideration.
Yeah, and there are those people that are working harder for you than the rest of the people. They need to be identified and acknowledged. And the people that aren't performing and they're not doing the job that these good people are doing, they need to be talked to or removed from that job so that you can there's people, I guarantee you right now that there's people that are clamoring for a good job and they're good people. But this asshole is holding up a spot. I fucking hate that shit.
He's figured out the system, to where he can just ride that line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody was asking me, we were having a conversation about welfare. Because, I was walking through a store and it happened to be a big store, a big chain store, Walmart. and there was a fuckload of people in there. Well, it was yesterday. It was the first, and I'm like, they were like, why is it so fucking busy in here? I said, it's first. First and the 15th is when the checks get cut from the government.
Yeah, you get your VHS, you got your little your food stamp
unemployment,
checks,
food
yeah,
stamp,
WIC,
but which
Social Security.
WIC I'm good with. Social Security I'm good with.
Yeah,
Retirement
I'm
good
saying
with.
all of them get cut. Yeah,
No, I know, but I mean, I'm more focused on unemployment.
I gotcha.
And and that's my thing is like unemployment checks come out. Okay. And this person was like, "Man, I want to be like that." I said, "Well, guess what? You can't be like that because you work too much.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you could be like that is if you just, stop working, get hurt, whatever, and or just decide to just not work anymore, and then you go down to the unemployment office and you get your checks." But I said, you've paid too many taxes to this point. You've worked too hard to this point. The government will not pay you what they're paying those other people.
Mm-hmm.
They have been lazy as fuck their whole lives.
Damn.
You have worked your dick off your whole life.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that money. You can't take that little vacation. You can't work 20 hours
You
a
won't
week.
be able to afford that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Damn.
And that's why I really do think that's wrong with this country is like,
Incentivizing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're incentivizing people to be fucking lazy fucks.
Mm-hmm. But no backup method to, just like with prison systems.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? No way to help them get better, get a better lifestyle or learn something new or actually contribute to society. No actual real set in stone plan. It's just like,
Right.
okay, we've now decided that this group is a battery for generating taxes and wealth for the U.S. corporation, and this little tiny subset right here, we'll give this percentage of their taxes and earnings to them to shut them the fuck up,
Right.
stupefy them simultaneously while filling our coffers and
Mm-hmm.
keeping this big machine going. So, but yeah, just imagine that money was rerouted to doing something good and not siphoned off into people who want to manage the process, and nothing gets done along the way. It's the common thing that happens.
Yeah.
This money gets diverted.
It's weird. It's weird.
It gets thrown back and forth to each other, to different corporations. And at the end of the day, it's lost because it's all spent and given and spent and given and given. It's just goes back into that machine.
Yeah. Well, the
And,
machine the money needs to be pulled out of the machine.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is like when
That's what runs the machine, though.
well, I know, but
Yeah.
like when money when did and this is like a really weird question to ask, or I'm probably going to ask it wrong, but like when did money come into play in government?
I think it's been around for
Wasn't forever. It was because it didn't used to be like that.
like Rome.
No. And
I mean,
our government.
Oh, like ours. Oh, I would say back early 1900s when General. What was that guy's name? I'm thinking about it. General Smedley Butler came out with War is a Racket, and he was warning after World War I that there'd be another great war because you have all these corporations. You had the cotton industry, the steel industry, the wood industry, the rubber industry, all of them making 15,000% plus profit from the previous year because there was a World War One.
Yeah.
And he was doing that much before World War One down in Nicaragua and all these other things, and he was calling himself a dirty henchman on behalf of the finance, on behalf of bankers and everything like that. And he was even approached at one time. General Smedley Butler was approached to create a coup within America.
Is that is it the Contra or no? Fuck, what was that called? Was that with
I'd have to look it up, but
Cuba when the Cuban Missile Crisis?
No, because that happened in the 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, this was General Smedley Butler died right before World War II started,
Okay.
and he was warning everybody like, "Hey, I was just a fucking mafia guy."
Which
for the
president
US
was it that in his State of the Union address or whatever he was warning about the military-industrial complex?
Reagan, I think.
No.
Was it
Mm-mm. I don't
Nixon,
think
Reagan.
I don't think it was Nixon. Was
That's
it
fine.
Eisenhower?
It-
I don't fucking remember.
It may have been Eisenhower.
You can Google that. But yeah, I like that is a problem because what happens at the top filters down. And what I mean by that is these people in the government, and this is just my personal opinion again, I don't know shit, but I think that when the government does anything or whoever's in power at the time, you see these, like, if you work for a corporation, watch how your leadership changes. And they change in the way, like, how you see the government, like, you know, we all see what's happening right now with the game show host. You know, how he acts, you know, where he just says whatever the fuck he wants and doesn't give a shit what anybody
from the hip.
Right. Well, now I see a lot of leadership roles acting that way.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that's all fine and good, but, you know,
starts from the top down.
It always starts from the top down. So if there's corruption in the government, then there's going to be corruption in corporate, you know, and they're all tied together.
Yeah. It was Eisenhower that said
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked about the military-industrial complex.
61, his farewell address.
Yep, farewell address, not the State of the Union. I fucked that up.
He urged citizens be vigilant about the balance between military needs and democratic values.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. It's true. I mean, because if you look at it, you look back, like, when was there a time we weren't at war?
Since...
Like, I mean, that we weren't in some sort of conflict.
Or had some main enemy, you know, since Cold War. You
yeah,
know,
but even then,
that,
we're like, oh, we're the
Japan
police of the world, so we're going to help all these other people that are having conflicts.
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck off. You know, like, I get it. Like,
yeah.
You got to, like, lend a helping hand sometimes, but when you dig your own grave, you know, you got to fucking sleep in that fucking bed that you just made.
I imagine the U.S. as, like, the Kraken. And the Kraken's been attacking this ship for a year or 250 years now. And now that ship finally has enough guys with axes, and the tentacles have gotten so long that they can fucking chop all these tentacles pretty easily, because now they're used to these tentacles running this way. You know what I mean? So it's like with the BRICS nations forming and them wanting to cut out the U.S. dollar and use the Chinese yuan.
That's not going to happen.
As a formal... It very well could. I mean...
That's not going to happen.
But if you look at their GDP... percentage of the world, I want to say it makes almost 30 to 40%. So it could very well could happen.
It's not gonna happen.
We'll see.
And I don't think that.
I don't think Trump would let that happen. That's for sure.
Well, I don't know.
He's already declared it would never happen.
I don't know what that man is doing. I don't know if he.
I don't know.
I don't know if he knows what he's doing.
Their messaging fucking sucks.
It's chaos,
dude. When the Epstein shit first came out, they had like Jack Posobiec and some of these other conservative like podcasters and whatnot. They had some of them in there like with these little fucking coming out. Evidently they weren't. Nobody was supposed to find out about this, that they had gotten these files, but there had happened to be conflicting schedules, and there was reporters, and they had seen that all these famous conservative influencers were walking out of this SCIF, this secured meeting, and they were like holding up this shit, waving. They're like, "Oh shit, you caught us." But it's like, you're giving this, like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And then they reeled that one back in and said all that was false. You know, it's just, this messaging campaign is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And it's making people think, like, okay, now you're part of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so it's just all this flip-flop back and forth. The Democrats are responsible for the Epstein files.
Thing is,
yada, yada, yada.
we can speculate all day long until we are out of breath.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact of the matter remains, we don't know what the fuck is going on in that place, in our government. We don't know. And again, we don't know shit. We don't know. We don't know. We don't fucking know. I've said that a million times in this podcast. We don't know anything about the fucking earth and where it came from or how it got here, how we were created. I mean, there's some people that believe they know because of a book, whatever. Cool. Good for you. I don't know if I believe that. I'm just saying there's a shit ton of stuff we don't have answers for. And there's people that speculate and act like they know the answers.
Yeah.
And those people are hilarious to me. And they sound like they know what they're talking about because they're real smart. And they have a large economy of words, much more than I have. Yeah. I don't have, my economy of words is like fuck and shit.
But they usually can't come up with any substance as an argument, like a counter argument as to why their idea is better than the other.
No.
You know, it usually goes to name calling, or you are entirely right now being you're ostracizing a certain subset of population. You know what I mean? Like automatically you're a grift or whatever it may be, and they have no real like focal point in their conversations.
Yeah.
And it's just
It's
telling.
creepy.
It is. It's like it's almost like they have these great white shark eyes that turn black. You know what I mean? It's like they get one track minded and they just are so sold on it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Those fucking gerbil eyes. Yeah, I don't know. It's all fucked.
It's all fuck.
But it's at the same time, it's fucking amazing.
It is.
It's amazing to be an American.
Because there's like still uncontacted tribes somewhere in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't know anything about what's
But
going
you know
on
what?
out
They're
here.
happy.
Yeah.
And-
Evidently now that some of them are addicted to porn.
I mean, of course, that's what we do. We get in there. We got to get them some designer shoes, some
Cell
designer
phones.
shirts, cell phones,
Mhm.
show them porn,
Yep.
and now they're just spanking it everywhere. They're like
Yep.
sperms everywhere, just littering the ground. And it's all dudes. Dudes would just beat off all day if they didn't know any
would.
better. If they didn't know any better, they would just beat off all day.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen that before, or like what the fuck is this? Like, why? What? And oh, look at, hey fella, you know, it's just like, yeah, you're gonna beat off all day.
It's like the aliens pull in, right? First experience, they come down and they look at their infrared cameras and they just see a
Tribe of people
uncontacted tribe now
jerking it.
contacted with a cell phone in his hand, jerking in the middle of the
Just-
woods. Fuck, then we're leaving here.
just gooning. What are they doing? Why are they pulling
Fuck.
on that? Why are they pulling? 'Cause maybe they don't know that that's our reproductive system. They're just like,
Right.
why are they pulling on that limb so hard?
They've got to know.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, they're flying here from another planet.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they know everything about our biology. They don't know.
That's true.
They don't know. They could be like the smartest dumb, people
Yeah.
or aliens or fucking whatever.
Then they
beings.
abduct us and do it to us.
And maybe that's why they shove stuff up our ass. Like, what does this hole do?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
they're
what
like,
they say.
oh wow. They're like, they got all these holes in their body. Like, how do they swim? I see them swimming in water. How do they not drown? There's so many holes.
Right.
What's this one in the back do? I don't know. Put something in there. See what happens. Maybe something pop
They
out.
get really hydrated very quickly when you just put water up there.
Ooh. Not cool, man. Yeah, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Who does know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I definitely
Too
don't
many
know.
weird things going on in the world
Yeah, too
to
many.
even fucking know anything. With the AI coming, it's like even more chaotic.
Yeah, we lost some superstars over the week.
Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan,
Ozzy Osbourne,
Ozzy, and then the one guy.
the one guy.
They all go in threes though, don't they?
I
The
guess.
celebrities, don't they die in threes?
I don't know. My thing is this: like, I have never like tweaked about someone dying. Not even a celeb. If I don't tweak about my own family passing, I get sad.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like lose my shit. And I'm
Yeah.
definitely not gonna lose my shit over a fucking
Millionaire.
right. And now everybody's like, well, the story behind Hulk Hogan's daughter. No one cares. No one cares. We have our own drama. We don't need yours. There's tea here. We got tea at home.
Yes. I'm very considerate of everybody else's issues, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to waste a lot of time on it.
Mm-mm.
What's up, Jit? Jit stopped in and said, "What's up, boys?"
Oh my gosh. Hello, Jit.
Hello, Jit.
I hope things are going well for you, sir. Seem to be. I'd love to sit down and chat with you. We don't have to do a podcast. I need to just come and hang out. If you're like, even in the U.S. right now, I don't know, you're like a jet setter, flying all over the place. So
Did he take a trip to like Asia?
the dude
All over Asia? I think?
I'm pretty
I know
sure.
he went to China. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I know he's got his weak think is over there overseas,
Right.
his base of operations. But so he's crushing that. But I'd love to sit down and talk to him about like how his business is going, how it's grown, and I miss all the guys. I miss them all. I see I catch glimpses of you guys like on Instagram when I get on there periodically throughout the day, and I love to see all the cool things that you're doing, because I'm fucking not doing anything cool. Except for this, and it's kind of cool. It's not even like really cool. It's just like it's okay cool. But yeah, I need to get out and just like I gotta be a better friend. I'm not a very good friend. I don't reach out to people. I don't like set up like play dates. Like, I don't know. What do you like? Just like I don't.
Hey man, you want to go have a long walk on the beach?
Yeah, like I don't do that. I'm like horrible about that. But a lot of those guys, Jit and John and Ray, those guys, they're all so fucking busy. Like, unless I go and like go to them, I'm not gonna see them.
Yeah.
So at any rate, thanks for popping in. I love you, man, and I hope everything's going well for you. I'm spent.
Me too.
Yeah, want to wrap it up? You got
Sure.
anything else you want to throw out there we could bullshit about?
Just keep an eye out for that big mothership.
Fuck that mothership.
I don't know. Go look up Project Bluebeam before you make any assumptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been planned.
You
It's been
beat me to the
planned.
punch.
It's been planned for 30 years now. DARPA's involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know. If there's any advice I can give to people, just mind your fucking business. I don't know. There's a lot of shit that goes on in the world. Yeah, be open to everything, but at the end of the day, don't let it affect you.
In the words of his name, just clean your room.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes. Jordan
Peterson. Yeah. Kermit the Frog. Yeah, clean your fucking room. Clean up your own life before you can start judging other people's. That's all I would say.
Yeah, work on local before you go national.
Yeah, and buy local. Like, support local small businesses. I saw someone I follow on TikTok. She is a local makeup artist here, Luna Aesthetics, and she made a TikTok about like fuck these big businesses. Let's go support small business, and I am totally on board with that. So I commented, "Oh my brother, a weekday." We might be able to make that happen. I'd have to talk to Pat about that. The only reason I don't do weekdays, is because that guy. But maybe we can just sit down and talk. I can do one anytime by myself. But what was I saying? Fuck. I've lost. Sorry, Jit. You derailed me. I got excited. Oh, she was talking about like supporting local businesses.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what I did was I commented that in her post that if any local businesses want to talk about their business on a podcast, on a small but mighty podcast, I'd be happy to have you to
Small but mighty.
Yeah, reach out to me on at the Graybeard Podcast on Instagram, and it should just be the Graybeard Podcast, no hyphens or fucking underscores or anything weird like that, I think. But find me on Instagram, find me on TikTok, find me on Facebook, whatever medium you use, and reach out to me if you're interested in coming on the show. I'd love to hear from you. I don't always, I get a lot of requests, but I'm one guy. We are the production here. This whole video thing, audio podcast deal, this is literally a 2-man show, and sometimes it's a 1-man show.
Sometimes.
But like all the anything I post on my social media, I do all that myself. So it's like if shit's lagging or I'm running behind, like I wanted to put out clips from the last podcast. Well, I had all this shit go down with both of my vehicles, and I've been focused on that and dealing with that all week long. So I every spare second that I had, I wasn't like sitting down to eat dinner until about 6:30, 6:45, like getting home and sitting down and relaxing until 6:30, 6:45. And then I'm like, eat dinner, go to fucking bed, get up, start all over again. Yeah. So that's been my week. But so I'm a little behind. But yeah, reach out to me, and if you're somebody that watches and you have a friend that's doing something really cool, it doesn't just have to be a local business. You could just be doing something cool, or you're just a cool joker. Like, let's go. Come on, man. We sit in here and bullshit. We're not like a big deal. We don't have a ginormous head about ourselves, and we never will. We're very humble. We have a small, tiny following, and I'm grateful for it. But yeah, I mean, I'm down to talk to people, any people. I love meeting people, and this is the place to do it for me.
Let's do it.
Because I'm an introvert, and I don't like going outdoors. So hit that outro, Patty. But yes, we love you people. And you people? What do you mean by that? I mean you people, you motherfucker. I love you. And come on, let's get on a podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok and all that shit, unless TikTok's going away. But until then, just keep following us. But yeah, that's it, guys. We'll see you next week. Don't know who we got on yet, but it's going to be fun. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Momento.